Hey, what's going on, everybody? So, I just want to say thank you to all the new subscribers. We are sitting at 412 subscribers right now. That is fucking awesome. I cannot thank you enough. I don't know. It means a tremendous amount to me. I never thought I would get to 100 subscribers, let alone 400, and we're just continuing to grow. So let's just keep it on and see where we can go. So if you're new to the channel, please be sure to hit that subscribe button. That really does help me out. And if you guys enjoy the video, be sure to hit that like button. So I know this is going to sound weird, kind of maybe coming from me, based on my previous videos if you've seen them, calling out Alex and that whole situation, and when I kind of had thoughts about Red Bar maybe being a little racist, and you know, I've kind of had a niche there where I've made certain videos calling out people that I feel like are a little bit racist. In this one, it's going to be a little bit of the opposite because Tony Hinchcliffe, I don't know if you've heard of him, I'm sure you have if you're watching this video, is a comedian. He does podcasts called Kill Tony, where up until the last year, I mean, I haven't actually watched it very much of it in the last year because of the coronavirus, and they had to stop doing essentially what they were doing, which was they would bring stand-up comedians who are not well known at all, just open micers. They would let them come up and do 60-second sets, and then Tony Hinchcliffe, Brian Redband, and then they had a band there, and they would always have one or two guests, would kind of just judge their set, give them pointers, kind of give them shit, you know. Just, it's what comedians do. It was funny. So, Tony Hinchcliffe recently, I think it was like last Thursday, went up on stage in Austin, and he was brought up by an Asian comic, Pang Dang, who Tony has had on the Kill Tony podcast once or twice, I'm pretty sure. He has done the Jeremiah Wonders podcast, and Jeremiah Watkins is the band leader for the Kill Tony podcast. So there's the connection there. Pang Dang has opened up for Tony Hinchcliffe numerous times. So there is sort of a relationship there. I'm not going to say that they were friends. I don't know either of them. You know, I'm just giving you my side and like what I have picked up on it. But there has been some sort of professional relationship there. Anyways, getting to the whole controversy and everything. So Pang Dang brings Tony Hinchcliffe up on stage, and Tony Hinchcliffe says some kind of off-color joke. The room laughs. Everybody laughs. It works in comedy. I'm not going to say that it doesn't, because I would be a liar to say I have not laughed at racial jokes from comedians before. But it all does break down to context. So in the context of Tony being a comedian, like, yeah, I get it. Comedians say stuff. They push that line because that's what they do. They're comedians. They're not doing it in a harmful way. And I don't think Tony was doing it in a harmful way. I don't think Tony Hinchcliffe is racist at all. I've watched his podcast for years, and I have never gotten any, like, racist vibes from him. He has made Asian jokes in the past on the podcast, but, I mean, it's all in context. You know what? I'll go ahead and play the video now.
Give it up for the one and only Tony Hinchcliffe.
Yes, hello, good evening, welcome, hello. How about one more time for the filthy little fucking chink that was just up here? While all you fucking race traitors are whooping and hollering, I'm back there watching you puking in a fucking bucket. Oh, we making a gunpowder. Oh, you want extra soy sauce. Oh, you borrow money from us. And you guys just eating it up, you fucking pussy.
Okay, but yeah, so as you saw, the room did laugh. It was taken as a joke because it was a joke, but it was kind of just a little bit out there. But that's what Tony Hinchcliffe does. He makes edgy jokes. He's always trying to push the line a little bit. But that's what comedians do. Not just Tony Hinchcliffe. Multiple comedians do that. But yeah, so then Pang Dang, the guy who he was making the joke about or whatever, was the one who actually uploaded the clip to Twitter, or I think it was. And then it's blown up since then. Tony has been canceled, or they're trying to cancel Tony Hinchcliffe now for a joke that's all it was really a joke. And this is where people may try to be like, oh, you're being a hypocrite now because you've said people are racist for this or for that. When I said Red Bar was racist, I didn't really understand that he was doing a character when I made my first video. I clarified that in my second video. I said if he is doing a character, which I have found that he was, then, I mean, it is in context. He's doing it as a character, as it's supposed to be for it's supposed to be for a comedic purpose. But then if people are like, oh, well, you call Alex a racist, and you said that there was no context behind that when he was trying to make jokes. Well, the difference between what Alex was doing and does and what Tony Hinchcliffe did was Tony Hinchcliffe is an actual paid comedian. He goes on stage. He was on stage when he said what he said. Alex has never been on stage when he said any of the racist things he has said. He says it to people trying to belittle them and degrade them. Tony was saying it as a joke because I guess I haven't watched the set, but I guess most of Pang Dang's set was about white people. So Tony comes out and he's like, oh, you bunch of race traitors. And he doesn't think that. It's a joke. He's just carrying into what Pang Dang had started. That's what comedians do. If an opener comes out and they're just, fucking spitballing whatever, or they're just going with it, if he starts a topic off, a lot of the time, the people that come on after will continue that topic on. It's just a segue into their set to, help the room carry over. So that's the difference there, is what Alex has done and what Tony did are two completely different things. Tony is a paid professional comedian who was on stage and tried to make a joke, and the room laughed. Pang Dang could have come up to Tony after the show and been like, hey man, like, I didn't really agree with what you said, you could have say something different. You didn't have to say that, whatever. But he didn't. He just posted it on social media, and the way the internet works in today's world, people took it and ran with it, and now Tony Hinchcliffe is racist. I don't agree with that statement. I don't think Tony Hinchcliffe is racist. I think it has been blown out of proportion a lot, because anybody that watches comedy will know that it was just a joke. He wasn't trying to be offensive or hurt the guy's feelings or whatever. He was just carrying on a segue. Yes, what he said could be considered racist and would be in a lot of any other context. And it may have been way worse than anything that Pang Dang had said, but like I've said, that's what Tony Hinchcliffe does. He pushes that line, And I feel like if he would have known that it would have hurt his feelings or been offensive to him, he wouldn't have said it, He would have just moved on from just something else. But I'm sure he felt him and that Pang Dang had a decent relationship after working together numerous times, that he could come out there and fuck with him a little bit, because that's what comedians do. But that's just my 2 cents on it. Who really cares what I think? I'm just a fucking dude sitting in my basement making videos. Who cares? But I thought it was an interesting topic to make a video on, so I did, here we are. So if you guys agree with me, if you disagree with me, let me know down in the comments. And like I said, if you're new here, this is your second reminder to hit that subscribe button. Once again, if you like the content, be sure to hit that like button. And until next time, I'll see you guys later.
Let's just catch a fucking vibe. Let's just catch a vibe.